back when we were adding Greg to the bats, is when it ended.
Oh,
Wow,
really?
that far back?
Well, it didn't stop on here until,
It was just after that, is when it stopped. I went and listened to the end of it.
I don't know what happened there. I mean, we still had people on watching.
We're back up now?
We are back up, yeah.
Okay, so,
Okay, well,
There's- I don't know what
apologize and whatever.
There's nobody that is watching right now, but they can certainly, we'll have this posted so
yeah,
people
they can see, so.
I apologize, I have no idea when this ended.
Anyhow, our apologies to those watching. Our stream somehow ended and we picked it back up here, so sorry about that. We're currently on item number 11 under business on the agenda, so that would be discussing an individual to appoint to fill the seat vacated by Tracy Buckle. So, okay. With that, and what discussion, or does someone want to start with discussion on the two candidates we had talked about? Or had come in and have entertained appointment onto the seat?
Well, just from the interviews that went on, based on familiarity with the school, working in the school, both have strong community legs under them, so that's a strong thing for both. But I would have to personally lean towards Mariella Klaus to fill in the vacancy.
Okay.
I think they both have good qualities that they could bring to the board. Looking at Matt, he's been following us for the last couple of years, him and his wife. They've been doing their diligence online. And they've been keeping tabs on things. And I think he's got good following behind him. There's people that he said bring things to him, and that's always good because you want a variety. I also think Mary Ellen was very good. I mean, with her background in working in a school, she still does, from what I understand, and I think she could bring great things to the board too. Things from the outside looking in, and maybe things from where she's working now, and say, hey, good ideas. So I think both sides, it's a balancing act. But when I think maybe Mary Ellen probably has a lot more that she could probably, at this point, I mean, Matt's got good things too. He's got good thoughts. He's, but I think Mary Ellen probably has a lot more with her schooling background that she could bring right now to the board. But both of them would be great. I think they'd both be good.
Yeah, I'd like to thank both of them for interviewing, coming in and showing interest in being on the board. And unlike Brian and Sandy, I would support Mariella, just from the fact that she is a teacher, or was a teacher, is a teacher. And now she wants to be on the other side of that education process and be on the school board. She seems like the one I would like to support.
Okay. Greg, you did not
Pretty
obviously
good.
participate in
I was
the
gonna say, I
interviews.
was not part of the interview process, so it's a little hard to comment, actually, from my perspective.
Which is understandable.
So, and honestly, I would probably wind up abstaining in this vote myself.
Okay.
So,
Okay. One thing that stood out to me with Marielle is that she talked about following legislative policies and changes or things going on that impact education directly. And us as a board, our main objective is setting policy, right? And knowing that policy and what's being done at the legislative side that impacts our staff, our students, our community. And that was one huge attribute that I got from Mariella. With Matt, it's just his grounding in the community, and his footprint is a big positive for him and that diverse perspective. So,
And we appreciate their following for the last how many years? I mean, they have followed and put things on. Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, but yeah, so with those are like the two main attributes I would like to bring up on each of the two candidates. So, so with that, would the board be ready tonight to put a name into the resolution to fill the seat vacated by member Buckdahl?
I would be.
You would be? Yep. You would be, okay. So it looks like we have consensus to put a name for it. So, what name do we want to put into the resolution?
Probably whoever makes the motion puts the name, right?
Yep, we could do it that way. Do we want to go that route? Okay. So, I will start reading the resolution, and when we get to that point on the paragraph, I will have the person who introduces the motion or to state the name of the individual to go in, okay? All right. Member
Bowen.
Bowen introduced the following resolution and moved its adoption. Be it resolved by the School Board of Independent School District number 2534 as follows. Whereas a vacancy exists in the office of school board member with a term expiring the first Monday in January 2025, and whereas the vacancy occurred more than 90 days prior to the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November in the year the vacancy occurred and prior to the fourth year of the vacant term. Now therefore be it resolved by the School Board of Independent School District number 2534, State of Minnesota as follows. Pursuant to Minnesota Statute Section 123B.09, Subdivision 5B,
Mariella Klaus.
Mary Ella Klaus is hereby appointed to fill the vacancy and to serve until a successor is elected and qualified. The appointment shall be effective 30 days after the adoption of this resolution, unless a valid petition to reject the appointee is filed with the school district clerk pursuant to Minnesota Statute Section 123B.09, Subdivision 5B within that 30-day time period. Therefore, be it resolved by the School Board of Independent School District number 2534, State of Minnesota as follows. The motion for adoption of the foregoing resolution was duly seconded by member
Sheehan.
and upon vote being taken thereon, the following voted in favor thereof. Member Sheehan.
Aye.
Member Benson.
Aye.
Member Bowen.
Aye.
And Member Frank, I am an aye. Member Peppel,
Abstain.
you're going to abstain. And no members were absent. The foregoing resolution was approved this third day of January 2024. Okay. So then the last item on business would be item 12, and that's to discuss the school board member vacancy left by member Teresa Jacobs. And so this is not an action on this tonight. This is simply a discussion on what the board's thinking on process to move forward to fill the vacancy.
I say just for consistency, you do what you've done. You open it up and interview people who want to fill in the vacancy. Make our decision based on that.
Okay.
I don't know if you can change your process now.
Each one is unique, and the process can be what we set it to be.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, if somebody has a better method, I'm all in.
Okay. Sandy, what do you think in process?
I don't know, whatever we've been doing, I guess, is fine with me.
Okay. Todd, you want something different with the process? Same?
Yeah, I have a feeling, but yeah, since we might as well stay the same since open it up and interview the candidates and go from there, I guess. I don't know if there's any other, since we've done it the last two, we might as well
Right. We
consider.
almost-
I think the last time what we did was first we had written answers to questions and, we could look at that and just come back and say, somebody could say, hey, I think we really need to do an interview, or someone could say, hey, I really like this person or that person, and maybe we already have consensus based off of what everybody reads on their answers.
Oh, if they just do a written one instead of having an interview
I mean,
process.
that was our
That's what we
original.
did originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume we want to do a different written application.
What was, the original one?
The original
one I wanted to
Did a
get.
written and
Oh,
then we
that,
brought
one,
them
yeah.
in.
Let's take a look at it, and if anybody has, Amy, could you email that to the board? And then if anybody has maybe changes or additions to that, to what we did, maybe they can.
I think the best thing to do is kind of follow the process, like Brian said, like we've been doing,
That
like,
was our original process.
yeah, but like
Say-
from there and then open it up again, because each time we've opened it up, I don't know.
Right,
I'm just thinking of consistency,
but we were kind of caught,
blindsided.
we were blindsided with suddenly Tracy, all of a sudden letting us know,
Yeah, when she did, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew. And with Teresa's too,
yeah, so we had to do a little bit on the fly there, but I think it was a solid beginning. So,
Okay, so,
but we've also learned some things. So if there is a question that maybe we didn't like, or maybe there's something else we feel, maybe last time you had people email you suggestions,
yep, and board members did.
but we do that again.
Yep. that
Amy
worked
can
really well.
email out what we asked last time. We can email Todd with suggestions, and then we can post that.
Do we have a timeline of what we want to post it by?
I gotta look at a quick calendar here. Let's see, today's the 3rd. The next meeting is on Monday, the 22nd. Boy. Can everyone get questions? Would 5 days work say if we were to get it up the end of the day on the 12th, that would allow that whole weekend, and then close applications at, say, 3 p.m. on Friday, the 19th. And then we could look at them at the board meeting on the 22nd,
That would allow them.
right? That's our next board meeting is the 22nd, correct?
What's
One
that?
posting in the newspaper?
What's your question,
Are
Amy?
we only gonna post it one time in the newspaper?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we could post it in the newspaper, when the application period would be open, we can get that in for next week.
Okay.
Easily at this point, and we can almost put it in for 2 weeks, and that should give adequate time.
Did we post the questions last time?
No, we
Or just-
posted the application.
That's what it
You
was.
could pick, it was available and that there's a vacant seat and we're seeking applicants.
Yeah.
That's what the paper posting was.
Yeah.
So does that timeline work for everybody?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. All right, so that is the process we'll go forward with then with Member Jacobs' vacated seat. Okay. All right, Section 9 are our upcoming dates, so that would be the MSBA Leadership Conference, January 11th through 12th at the Minneapolis Convention Center. And then our next meeting is January 22nd at 7:00 PM here in the district office for our regular school board meeting. I don't think there's any other dates that I'm aware of. Some board member has any committee meetings up and coming? No, okay. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
Second.
I'll second.
All right, it has been moved by member Bowen and seconded by member Benson to adjourn the meeting. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Okay, hearing no discussion, we'll move to vote to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries to adjourn at 7:49 PM.